From one of the laziest carjacking attempts to trying to stop an 18-wheeler. These are among the craziest car thieves we found on YouTube. But first, let's watch how crazy close these thieves get to becoming Swiss cheese. These two dudes are just out for a night of stealing Hellcats when one accidentally triggers the alarm.
I'm in danger!
They both take off immediately, but look how fast that owner responds. With a smoke in his mouth, he racks his pew-pew and already has one sighted. But they drive off before being unalived.
Shame.
Props to this owner for his readiness. Let me know in the comments what you would have done if you were the owner. But what happens when a carjacker thinks that they can stop an 18-wheeler? This trucker got the last laugh when these big-brain bad boys try to jack his ride. This trucker in Chile is just doing his own thing, presumably jamming out to Journey or whatever truckers do nowadays, when his dash cam captures him driving over a bridge, a notorious place to get carjacked due to its lack of escape routes. But these dudes, I guess, completely forgot that he is in a vehicle much bigger than theirs, which is kind of like a group of 8-year-olds trying to jump a bodybuilder. Anyways, after they all file out of the car, it only takes 1 second to realize that they've made poor choices. The truck pushes the car out of the way with the fury of a large man at a crowded buffet, leaving the would-be thieves stranded.
You're not so tough without your car, are ya?
Now, how do you think this dude handled the situation? Make sure to tell me in the comments. If you like that one, check out this next one, because this has to be one of the laziest attempts at stealing a car that I have seen in a good while. As this car rounds the corner, a man can be seen in the middle of the street off in the distance. His best attempt at trying to obtain this car consists of brandishing a box cutter and waving it at a 2-ton metal fist. Let's try to figure out what was going through his head here. Ha-ha! I have the high ground! Hey, wait! That's not fair! I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Hey, maybe this will finally be the car that lets me wash their windshield.
How long I've been waiting for this. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Now that guy certainly wasn't prepared for anything, and apparently neither were these next guys, because we got another hilariously failed carjacking in Chile, and I think you're gonna like this one. The would-be thieves merge in front of this guy pretty early on, in preparation for their big heist, obviously. I'm sure these guys are super professional and already have the perfect spot picked out as they drive over this on-ramp bridge thing.
Now I know this plan is foolproof. Check this out.
Well, they make it to that perfect spot with little to no room to escape before filing out of their vehicle and rushing the target car. The owner doesn't waste a moment before he floors it and beelines to the path of least resistance. And he did it so perfect that it doesn't even look like he lost any speed after expertly taking out that door.
The smooth operator.
Now these dudes have to take the drive of shame home, Jeep style.
I don't understand why the car have no door. Why don't you have a door?
Now these dudes certainly weren't the sharpest tool in the shed, but this next one's stupidity will blow your mind, because these thieves try to steal a car in broad daylight. The only problem is, they have no idea how to drive a manual. On a seemingly normal day in the middle of the afternoon, a black car can be seen reversing into the street and aggressively driving towards the front bumper of another vehicle. Within moments, a hooded man, improperly exercising the Second Amendment, jumps out of the car and rushes the owner. Without hesitation, the owner hops out with his hands up and lets the would-be thief enter the vehicle. As the large man saunters away, the thief doesn't immediately speed away as you would expect. This is likely because he's looking at the floorboard thinking to himself, why the hell does this thing have 2 brake pedals? It doesn't take long before you see the door open back up where the thief presumably asks the owner for help stealing the vehicle. Hey man, how the hell do I drive this thing? He decides to give it another go, but again, is unsuccessful. Reality is really starting to set in for this dude as he looks around and realizes he's dead in the water. His buddies took off, the owner took off, and he has no idea what he's doing. The world starts closing in on the thief as he starts hearing sirens in the distance. He makes one last attempt at trying to drive away, but he can't even get the car started at this point. Police have finally closed in, and the thief now has his hands in the air, just as the owner did moments ago. He's ordered to the ground, and the police move in to handcuff him and cart him off to where he belongs.
Prepare to be by the law of the law! Get out!
You know, it makes no sense to me when criminals want to make a living off stealing other people's cars, but don't take the time to learn to drive a manual. This is yet another video that shows that one of the best anti-theft devices you can own is a manual transmission. Hey there, good people of the internet. If you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out in keeping those videos coming your way. We've also got some pretty awesome Noob Mechanic merch available. You can find a link to our Amazon store in the description below. And if you want to go that extra mile, consider becoming a channel member or checking out our Patreon. We've got some sweet perks lined up just for you, including early access to new videos, behind-the-scenes content, and much more.
Oh my god! Wow!
Thanks for being a part of this journey with us. I appreciate your time. Let's go ahead and hop right back in the video. And with that, we've come to our final clip. And it's a good one, because these two carjackers might be some of the dumbest people on YouTube. This video shows the dash cam of a man and his grandmother in what I assume is Russia. They took a wrong turn a while ago and have been traveling down this dirt road for some time before encountering these pair of Cro-Mags. You can see one of the guys has a baseball bat, which he has chosen this as his preferred weapon for carjacking, which easily might be one of the least effective tools to use in this situation. So he charges ahead, presumably ordering the two out of the car.
Get out! No!
The man driving throws in reverse and tries to keep distance. The thief tries everything he can think of, which consists of shouting, making threatening gestures,
Is so intimidating. He knows he's an intimidating figure.
and even pulling on the man's windshield wipers.
Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp?
Wiper.
Now, get your hands off me.
His buddy, seeing how extremely effective this is, grabs his own little stick before running over to help. These two nutbags get absolutely nowhere, and the man gets bored with them and finally decides to drive around the van and get out of there. Well, that's going to finish this week's episode, and before we wrap up, I do want to thank all of my Noobs in Training members on our channel. I also wanted to take a moment to give a special shout out to our very first Patreon member, Mary. Your support means the world to us, Mary. Thank you for believing in what we do and helping us continue to make videos you love. If you want to join Mary and get a special shout out in future videos, make sure to check out our Patreon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
You should really subscribe to Noob Mechanic. Come along for the ride, click like while you're at it.